Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I feel like this video requires no introduction. The Chanel Spring Makeup Collection just got released in some boutiques. I feel like this is kind of a first introduction to the spring collection, and the formal date of when they are released will be around February. But I purchased quite a few things from this collection, so let's get into everything that I purchased. For those of you that are interested in a particular part of this video, I will leave timestamps below so that you can click through. If you are interested in just seeing the demo, then you can go down below and just click through until you get to that part. But first, I'm going to show you everything that I purchased. So I'm going to first be talking about the multi-use palette. Now this is one of those limited edition XL palettes, and I feel like either people love them or hate them. And I can completely understand. I feel like Chanel has been doing these often, that they feel almost no longer limited edition per se, but nonetheless they still are beautiful. I just feel like they are just quite too large. Very luxurious, of course, to have such a big palette, especially the mirror itself, but just so much product that you really won't be getting the full use out of it. All right, this one is pretty though, and it feels like it gives that monochromatic type of look. And really the inspiration for this entire collection is about Chanel, or Coco Chanel's wardrobe. The fact that she loved that monochromatic type of look with a little bit of color or a pop of color, and this is what drew the inspiration for this entire collection. This palette does have a satin type of finish, and it does give such a glow effect, a beautiful shift. I'm going to go ahead and swatch these, and they do swatch beautifully. Very pigmented, gives such a glow, and they almost remind me of the new Rare Beauty blushes that came out during the summer season. They almost do remind me of those, how they have that glow and that shift. And here's a close-up of all of the shades. As you can see, you can easily use this as an eyeshadow or a blush, even a highlighter. They really are stunning. Next we have the single eyeshadows, and these are probably my most favorite out of this entire collection. They did come out with 4 different shades. One of them is a beautiful peach, but since I purchased the XL palette, I felt like I really didn't need that one. They also have a frappe latte type of eyeshadow, and this is a matte eyeshadow. Beautiful if you want just kind of a single one and done type of eyeshadow, perhaps an eyeshadow just for your crease, then this is a perfect shade. And then we have these two here. I immediately knew I was going to purchase these. We have the green eyeshadow. This one is in shade 215, and this is a satin finish. This green is absolutely stunning. I used it on my eyes today, and I just really love the satin formula to this. The glitter is not chunky at all. It is quite smooth. There is an eyeliner that complements this eyeshadow as well that came out in this collection, and just look at how stunning they look. The next shade is also a satin finish, and it is a mauve shade. And if you remember, during the summer season, they came out with a lilac shade that was completely matte, and I feel like this is going to complement that shade so well. So let's go ahead and swatch this one. Oh, I just love this formula. It is stunning. And there's both shades swatched. Look at that lilac. Isn't that gorgeous? I will be creating a separate video using this lilac shade, but I just felt like I really wanted to create a green look today. For those of you that have watched the new Wicked movie, does this not give you Wicked vibes? I mean, the minute I saw these, I felt that they must have drew inspiration from that movie as well. This collection also has 4 different eyeliners. They are all very stunning. This is not my favorite formula. I do prefer the Victoria Beckham eyeliners. I feel like they are just so much more creamier, but I had to get the green one. It just looked really stunning, and it complements the green eyeshadow that came out in this collection so well. So I do have it on my eye today, and I think it is just really beautiful, and I will show you in the demo just how I use this. This collection also includes 6 different shades of the Rouge Coco Baume Shine. These are a lovely formula. All the shades are so precious. I wanted to purchase pretty much each and every one of them, but I only purchased one, and the one that I purchased was $7.52 in Honey Bliss. I have it on my lip today as part of a combo I will show you in the demo, and it is just really stunning. I feel like it complements the look very well. It would go with both the pink as well as the green eyeshadow. Spring season is also going to bring us some Rouge Allure Velvet lipsticks, and these are stunning. I did purchase the set. This comes as a duo with a little beautiful bag. I am going to do a separate video just on this one here. I just feel like if I include this as well, this is going to be a very long video, and I feel like this is just too beautiful to not have its own separate video. So be sure you're subscribed. I will be reviewing this very soon. Chanel does nail polish very well, and of course they had to include nail polish as part of this collection. They have two shades. One of them is a beautiful peach that complements the XL palette very well, and the other is a gorgeous mint green. Of course, I had to purchase this one. I just felt like it complements the eyeshadow and the eyeliner so well. They look gorgeous together, and this one is in 197 Artiste. Just a beautiful mint green, and I have it on today. It is just really stunning. So that is it for what I purchased from this collection. So let's get into the demo. I'm starting off with a bare face. I feel like I haven't filmed kind of a start to finish look in a really long time. So I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to use on my skin to get my full makeup look. All right, so I'm starting off with this Le Beige primer. This is the Healthy Winter Glow primer. This came out last year, actually in December of last year, and I really love it during the winter season. It just keeps my skin nice and moisturized, and it works as a primer as well, but it feels so nice, especially during the winter season. So I have been using this underneath my makeup pretty much all winter long, and I think this is a limited edition release. Such a shame, because it's such a nice product, and I feel like Chanel's other primers don't quite feel the same. But I just put this all over my skin before I apply my foundation. For foundation, I decided to use the #1 Chanel foundation. This one is in shade B30. I tend to like to use this more so in the summertime when my skin isn't as dry, but given that this is a spring collection, I thought I would go ahead and use it, and then use the skin enhancer with it. This gives like such a nice glow. This is a light to medium coverage foundation. That's why I love using it during the summertime, but we're gonna go ahead and use both of those, and I usually mix them in together. So I just take a pump of the foundation, or two, and I go ahead and apply a pump of the skin enhancer right on top of it. And then I just mix them both together, and this foundation is somewhat runny, but it's beautiful. It glides on the skin beautifully. So I just like to first off start by applying the foundation where I have redness. I like to work in layers. I find that my skin prefers that. Your skin can only hold so much product all at once, so working in layers is usually preferable. And then using a brush, I just go ahead and blend in what I applied. As you can see, I really didn't apply that much at all. Just covering what I need to. And then I go back in and just keep applying some more in layers. I just feel that taking care of your skin is a priority, and if you don't need to apply that much makeup, then why not allow your skin to just breathe? And also working in layers just helps your skin take that product, and it just looks so much more natural. Before I apply concealer, I do like to apply a corrector. This one is also by Chanel, and it's more of a peach type of corrector. And what it does is it cancels out any blue underneath your eyes. So I just apply a little bit and then I just blend it in. Not entirely, you still want it to cancel out the blue, but just slightly. And I do this before I apply any kind of concealer. Using Chanel's bronzing cream, I am using shade medium. I absolutely love this stuff. I am just going to get my Chanel bronzing brush and go into this product. I love tapping it on the back of my hand before going in, and this just gives such a gorgeous bronzy glow. So I'm just going to leave it at that for my skin. I will apply some concealer, but I'm going to do that after I'm done with my eyes. So let's get into the new products. There's endless possibilities when creating looks using this collection, but I think I'm going to focus on the green eyeshadow palette for this particular video today. But first I am going into this palette here, and I am picking up the darkest shade. And I just want to use this as a transition. I also want to see how this palette performs on the eyes. Now my only fear here is that this is going to look too orange on my skin tone. You can definitely go very monochromatic and use this palette alone as your eyeshadow, as well as a blush, a highlighter. But we're going to play around with the colors today as well, and I feel like that's what this whole entire collection is all about. The peach tones with a pop of color. I am focusing on this palette today to create my look, and when I see this, I just want that smoky type of eye that builds up to the green, and that's just my vision when I first saw this palette, so that's what I'm going to go for today. So for the smokiness, I am going to use a black eyeliner. This is by Victoria Beckham. It is my all-time favorite eyeliner. If you watch my channel, you know that I love Victoria Beckham's eyeliners. As you can see, I've used most of this. So I'm just going to start off by lining my eyes. I'm going to create a flick using the sponge that comes with this eyeliner and just start to smoke that out. I love this eyeliner. It's so easy to use. And I'm going to continue to smoke that. And then it really doesn't matter if it's messy because I will be applying my concealer last and cleaning that up. There's my eyeliner all done. Now it's time for the fun part. Let's add some color. So I'm going to be using the new green eyeliner by Chanel. This one is called Vert Lagoon and it's in shade 90. I am not a fan of Chanel eyeliners. I feel like they are tough to kind of work with. Just go ahead and swatch this. But the shade is just so stunning. I just could not leave it behind. So now I'm going to line my eyes right on top of the black. And I feel like this tip, it being so tiny, it's very helpful to do this kind of look. Just build up on the black and make it nice and crisp towards the end. Oh, the shade is beautiful. I think this green eyeliner is so beautiful, and actually it was pretty easy to work with, and I think the black liner really gave it more dimension. It elongates the eye. It's so pretty. I really am loving the look so far. Now let's get into the eyeshadow. Woo! All right, now let's get into the eyeshadow. All right, let's put this on my eyes, and I'm just gonna put this all over my eye. So there's the eyes with a green emerald eyeshadow. This is so beautiful. It so reminds me of Wicked, and I love that shift that it has. It is such a pretty eyeshadow. Now I'd like to go in just and highlight a little bit. So I'm just going to pick this shade up here. This is the lightest out of the larger palette, and I want to go in to the inner corner. Yes, look at that. Beautiful. Now I just want to pick up the shade here and I want to add it underneath just to kind of blend everything and also to give another layer of color, and it really makes that green pop even more. Now I'm going to add some concealer. This one is the Chanel concealer in shade B20, and I'm just going to brighten underneath my eyes. Now let's apply some blush and a highlighter, and I am solely going to be using this extra large palette. And let's see, I am curious to see how this works on the cheeks. I feel like it might not work for me just because the shades aren't something that I would use on my cheeks, but let's give it a go. Since the shades complement each other very well, I think I'm going to do more of an ombre type of cheek look. So I'm going to go into the darkest shade. And since this looked kind of copper on my skin tone, I feel like this might not work, but let's give it a go. So I'm just going to focus this on the outer corner. And it will complement kind of my eye as well because I did use this as my crease shade. I feel like this is giving me kind of a sun-kissed glow. What do you guys think? Pretty, right? I think it's pretty. I mean, all right, so let's go into the shade here now. This is more of a peach shade. So, and I'm going to focus this on the apples of my cheek. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Just applying a little bit on my nose. I feel like that really brings the look together. Oh, this is so pretty. And it's just such a lovely type of glow. I hope the camera is picking up this glow because it is absolutely gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I want to pick up more of the shade here. This is the darkest shade. Just want to see what happens when I just put it up. Ooh, this looks so beautiful. It kind of looks like when you've been on the beach all day and then that second day you have that glow to your skin. I just want to put this everywhere and you can keep layering it. You guys, this is stunning. It's really very beautiful. I did not expect to love this as much as I do, but it really gives you that ethereal glow. And all the shades blend very well together. I'm going to pick up this shade here, and I just want to add this as a highlighter. I feel like this kind of adds to the look. Looks beautiful. Now for the lips, I am going to use the Rouge Coco Baume. This one is in 752 Honey Bliss, and they do have a few shades that came out for this collection, but I chose this one just because I feel like with that little bit of pop of color, this would be just perfect. So let's go ahead and try this on. I love the shimmer, and truly this formula is always one of the best formula. It feels lovely on the lips. So that's the Rouge Coco Baume in Honey Bliss, just a beautiful shade, and I feel like it complements the look very well, especially the XL palette. I feel like this lip looks so pretty with the palette. Now, I do want to take the lipstick just a little bit further. I want to create a lip combo using a lip liner. So I am going to use Lisa Eldridge's lip liner. This one is in shade 1N. I feel like these two shades will complement each other very well. And I'm just going to line up my lips. Yes, this shade definitely is perfect. And there's the lip combo. I think these two complement each other very well. What are your thoughts? Leave me a comment below. Let me know, what do you think about this collection and about the lip combo? So that is it for my look today. What do you guys think? Will you be purchasing anything at all from this collection? And if you are, leave me a comment below and let me know what you'll be purchasing. Now that I've tried most of this collection, let me give you my final thoughts. So the XL palette. Do you need this? Now, I would say that if you are a Chanel collector, you just love to collect everything Chanel, then of course you're going to want this palette. It is gorgeous. It does have that monochromatic feel, so I feel like a lot of people will feel that, okay, I don't need all of these shades because they essentially look very similar. Now, they do create a gorgeous ombre type of look, especially on your cheeks, the way I kind of use this today. The shimmer in here is very subtle but beautiful. It's going to give you that summer glow that we all love. But for $88, I just feel like because Chanel is coming out with these pretty much with every collection now, it seems like, you may be able to pass this, especially since there is an eyeshadow single that has pretty much the same shade, so you might get away with just purchasing that. The eyeshadow singles is where it's at with this collection. I feel like if you are considering anything at all from this collection, then I highly recommend the eyeshadow singles. They are stunning. The formula is beautiful. You have satin shades as well as a matte shade. Any one of these shades that you go for, I feel like you can't go wrong. My favorite are these two shades. They just add such a gorgeous pop of color and they just look really gorgeous. The Rouge Coco Baume formula is lovely, especially for the spring and summer months when you just want a little bit of something on your lips, and these shades are so stunning. I purchased the Honey Bliss and I feel like it is such a beautiful shade. You can apply this all day long and you'll feel your lips are very nourished. If you are going to purchase anything out of this collection, you're not too fond of any of the other eyeshadows, then definitely go for one of these. You will get such good use out of it. That is it for my review of Chanel's new Spring Color Match collection for 2025. It's almost unbelievable that I'm saying that we're still in 2024, but I am reviewing 2025 makeup. It's crazy to even think that the new year is almost here, but I am in love with this collection. I think this is such a great collection, very good quality. I feel like anybody can really use this. It has a little bit of everything with that little bit of pop of color, and I just really love everything about this collection. I will be reviewing the new Rouge Allure Velvet in my next video, so definitely be sure you're subscribed to my channel if you're not already, and hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload that video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.